poignant moment when you walked off the court to a standing ovation and you put your hand over your heart. What was going through your head in that moment?
Sobrang di ko pa mapaniwala. Maraming salamat sa suporta. At sana patuloy yung suporta niyo.
Venus stuns the world, and the wedding photo that sparked a meltdown. Welcome back to Champions Tennisistics. And before we dive into the absolute chaos that has erupted in the tennis world this week, I need to take a moment to celebrate with you because we just hit 3,000 subscribers. That's 3,000 of you beautiful people who show up, engage, debate, and obsess over this incredible sport with us. You are the reason we do this, and I promise you, we are just getting started. So buckle up, because what I'm about to share with you today is the kind of story that reminds us why we fell in love with tennis in the first place. We've got tears in press rooms, wedding drama that broke the internet, comeback rumors that refuse to die, and a courtside rivalry that's got everyone talking. This isn't just tennis news. This is a full-blown emotional roller coaster, and you're coming along for the ride whether you're ready or not. Let me paint the picture for you. The off-season was supposed to be quiet, right? A little rest, some family time, maybe a vacation or two. But instead, we got the Williams sisters doing what they do best, making headlines without even trying. We got a 45-year-old legend lacing up her sneakers and stepping back onto the court like age is just a number. We got a 20-year-old rising star literally sobbing in front of reporters after receiving the most unexpected honor of her career. And we got a wedding photo that somehow turned into a full-scale internet battleground, complete with accusations, defense attorneys, and a husband who just wasn't having it anymore. If you thought 2026 was going to be predictable, think again. The story that has everyone reaching for tissues starts with a name you might not know yet. But trust me, you will. Alexandra Eala, the 20-year-old Filipino sensation who has been quietly building one of the most impressive resumes in women's tennis. She's been grinding at the Rafa Nadal Academy, clawing her way up the rankings, and making history as the first Filipino player to win a Grand Slam singles match. But this week, something happened that changed everything for her, and it all started with a simple act of respect that caught the attention of the most powerful woman in tennis history. After facing Venus Williams on the court at the Auckland Classic, Eala did something that caught everyone off guard. She didn't just shake hands and walk away. She took a moment to publicly express her deep admiration and love for Venus, not just as a competitor, but as an icon who paved the way for players like her to even dream of stepping onto a Grand Slam court. It was genuine, it was heartfelt, and it was the kind of moment that reminds us that beneath all the competition and rankings, tennis is still about respect and legacy. But what happened next? Nobody saw it coming. Serena Williams, the greatest of all time, the woman who has won 23 Grand Slam singles titles and redefined what it means to be a champion, didn't just acknowledge Eala's words. She responded in the most Serena way possible. She went public with a message that simply said, "Thank you, Eala." But she didn't stop there. Serena extended a personal invitation to Eala for a private meeting, a one-on-one sit-down with the Queen herself. And according to sources close to the situation, there's a surprise involved. Now, we don't know exactly what that surprise is, but the speculation is running wild. Is it a mentorship program? Is it a collaborative project? Is Serena planning to work with Eala on her game? Whatever it is, the gesture alone is monumental because when Serena Williams personally invites you into her world, you know you've arrived. The press conference that followed is the part that's going to live forever on the internet. Alexandra Eala, barely holding it together, stood in front of a room full of reporters and cameras and just broke down. The tears started flowing, and she couldn't stop them. She tried to compose herself, wiping her eyes and taking deep breaths, but the emotion was too much. This wasn't just a photo op or a media obligation. This was a young woman realizing that her hero, the person she grew up watching and idolizing, had just validated her entire journey. The room fell silent. Not the awkward kind of silence, but the heavy, reverent kind where everyone knows they're witnessing something real. People started clapping, not because she won a match, but because they understood the magnitude of what was happening. Eala managed to say through her tears, "I'm trying to stay focused on the tournament, but honestly, Today is already the most special day of my career. Think about the weight of those words. This is a player who represents an entire nation, a country that has never had a tennis superstar on the global stage. She's carrying the hopes and dreams of millions of Filipinos every time she steps on the court. She's been working her entire life for moments like this, and now, the greatest player to ever hold a racket is reaching out to her personally. That's not just encouragement, that's an anointment. That's Serena Williams looking at the future of women's tennis and saying, "I see you, and I believe in you." If that doesn't give you chills, check your pulse. But let's rewind and talk about how we even got to this moment, because the context makes it even better. Venus Williams, at 45 years old, is back on the court. Let that sink in for a second. Most professional athletes are long retired by their mid-30s. Most are coaching, commentating, or sitting on a beach somewhere enjoying their legacy. But Venus? She's still out there competing because the love for the game never left. She returned to professional tennis in 2025 at the Washington Open and actually won her first match back. She followed that up with appearances at the Cincinnati Open and the US Open, proving to everyone that age is just a number when you have the heart of a champion. For 2026, Venus decided to try something different. She entered the Auckland Classic mixed doubles competition, but instead of teaming up with Serena like the old days, she partnered with Eala Svitolina, the Ukrainian star known for her incredible defensive skills and mental toughness. It's a fascinating pairing when you think about it. Venus is all about power, aggression, and finishing points at the net. Svitolina is the ultimate grinder, the counterpuncher who can outlast anyone from the baseline. Together, they create this unique blend of styles that could either be brilliant or chaotic, and honestly, that's what makes it so fun to watch. Their first-round opponents? Alexandra Eala and Iva Jovic, two of the brightest young stars in the game. The matchup was already being hyped as a generational clash, the legends versus the future. But before the match even started, Venus gave us one of the best quotes of the year. During the pre-match press conference, she was asked about playing with Svitolina instead of Serena, and without missing a beat, Venus said, "I'm playing doubles with Eala Svitolina. We've always been opponents, but finally we're on the same team. And I hope Serena won't be jealous." The crowd erupted in laughter because that's classic Venus. For decades, Venus and Serena were inseparable on the doubles court. They won 14 Grand Slam doubles titles together. Seeing Venus with someone else feels like seeing Batman without Robin. It works, but it feels a little off. Venus also talked about the dynamic she expected to have with Svitolina, saying, "If there's one thing she's going to do, she's going to compete. So neither of us play doubles every day, but I think we'll both bring our singles game together and make it work." Svitolina, clearly thrilled to be sharing the court with a legend, responded, "It's great to share a court with her, and to play with such a legend is a big privilege for me. I'll try to do my best to give my very best for the win." When asked if they had a doubles nickname, both players laughed it off. Venus joked, "I don't think we have a doubles couple name. If we can get one win under us, then we'll have earned a name, so we'll keep that in mind." Now here's where the story gets even better. The match happened, and in a twist that felt almost poetic, the young team of Alexandra Eala and Iva Jovic defeated the legends. But this wasn't a case of the old guard being embarrassed or pushed aside. This was a passing of the torch moment. Eala didn't just beat Venus. She honored her by playing the best tennis of her life. And that respect, that reverence for the history and legacy of the Williams sisters, is what caught Serena's attention. It's what led to the invitation, the tears, and the moment that has the entire tennis community buzzing. Now, while we're talking about Serena, we have to address the elephant in the room, the comeback rumors. Because you can't mention Serena Williams in 2026 without someone immediately asking, is she coming back? The rumor mill went into overdrive at the end of 2025 when Serena's name appeared on the International Tennis Integrity Agency testing pool list. For those who don't know, you have to be in the drug testing pool for 6 months before you're eligible to compete professionally. So when fans saw her name pop up, they did the math and lost their minds. Twitter exploded with Serena 2026, trending worldwide. The speculation was everywhere. Is she training? Is she planning a surprise return? Is she going for number 24? But Serena, being Serena, shut it down quickly and definitively. She posted on X, saying, "OMG y'all, I'm not coming back. This wildfire is crazy. It was classic Serena, direct, a little exasperated, but crystal clear. She's done competing. She's moved on. She's building her business empire, raising her daughters, and enjoying life beyond the baseline. But here's the thing about sports fans, we're eternal optimists. Even when she says no, we hear maybe. Even when she's firm, we hold out hope. But for now, we have to take the queen at her word. The comeback isn't happening. At least not yet. But if you thought the drama stopped there, oh, you are in for a treat. Because what happened next took the Williams sisters from the sports pages to the celebrity gossip headlines, and it all started with a wedding. Venus Williams, the 7-time Grand Slam champion, got married on January 6th in a beautiful, private ceremony. It was a moment of pure joy, a celebration of love, and naturally, Serena was there to support her sister. Serena shared photos from the wedding on social media, and they were stunning. She looked radiant in a white gown, standing alongside her husband Alexis Ohanian and their daughters Olympia and Adira. The family looked happy, glowing, and completely at peace. It should have been a simple, beautiful moment that everyone celebrated. But then the internet did what it does best, which is take something pure and turn it into something ugly. Instead of celebrating the love and the family moment, a vocal minority of toxic users decided to zoom in on Serena's complexion. They started claiming her skin looked lighter than usual in the photos. From there, it spiraled into the tired, damaging, and frankly disgusting accusation that she must be bleaching her skin. For anyone who has followed Serena's career, this was depressingly familiar. Serena has been scrutinized in ways that white athletes simply never are. Her body, her hair, her fashion choices, and yes, even her skin tone, have been picked apart by critics for decades. It's exhausting, it's racist, and it's wrong. But this time, something different happened. This time, Alexis Ohanian wasn't going to let it slide. Alexis Ohanian, the Reddit co-founder and Serena's husband, stepped into the chaos and delivered one of the most satisfying clapbacks of the year. He didn't yell, he didn't insult anyone, he just stated facts. He posted on X, where are all the comments from idiots who don't understand how photography lighting works. It was short, sharp, and absolutely perfect. When someone tried to argue back, claiming that Serena had deliberately altered her appearance, Alexis followed up with another calm, measured response. Or, photos from the same event can look different based on lighting. Boom. Mic drop. Game over. And he's absolutely right. Anyone who has ever taken a photo knows that lighting changes everything. Indoor flash versus outdoor natural light, shadows, camera exposure, white balance. All of these factors completely alter how skin appears in a photograph. It's basic photography, but apparently, basic facts don't stop people from making wild accusations on the internet. Alexis wasn't just defending his wife, he was educating the masses and calling out ignorance in real time. The post went viral, with thousands of people applauding him for standing up for Serena and shutting down the nonsense with logic instead of emotion. This isn't the first time Serena has had to deal with this particular brand of stupidity. Back in December 2024, a video from a school event went viral showing Serena in stage makeup under bright lights. Once again, people claimed she looked lighter, and once again, the bleaching accusations started flying. Serena addressed it herself during an Instagram live session, explaining that she had been volunteering at her daughter's school play and was wearing theatrical makeup specifically designed for intense stage lighting. She said, "No, for you haters out there, I do not bleach my skin. I'm a dark, black woman, and I love who I am, and I love how I look." That statement was powerful, defiant, and unfortunately necessary. The fact that Serena Williams, one of the greatest athletes in human history, has to defend her natural appearance against strangers on the internet is absurd. But that's the world we live in, and that's why Alexis Ohanian's defense was so important. He's consistently shown up for Serena, whether it's calling out sexism in sports, defending her against unfair criticism, or amplifying her voice when she's being attacked. He's the definition of a supportive partner, and this latest moment only solidified that reputation. So where does all of this leave us as we move deeper into 2026? It tells us that the Williams sisters are still the center of the tennis universe, even when they're not holding rackets. Venus is still competing at 45, proving that longevity and passion can coexist. Serena is shifting into her role as the matriarch of the sport, mentoring the next generation and using her platform to fight back against injustice. And the next generation, led by players like Eala, is ready to step up, not by tearing down the legends, but by honoring them and building on the foundation they created. This week gave us everything. We got the tears of a young champion realizing her dreams are being validated by her hero. We got the humor and heart of Venus Williams cracking jokes about her sister while still competing at the highest level. We got the ugliness of social media and the beauty of a husband standing up for his wife with facts and grace. We got a reminder that legends never really retire, they just evolve. And we got proof that the future of tennis is in good hands, guided by the past and inspired by the present. If the first 10 days of 2026 are any indication, we are in for an absolutely wild year. The storylines are writing themselves, the drama is real, and the emotion is palpable. This is why we love this sport. This is why we tune in. This is why we care. Now I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Serena's mentorship of Eala is going to be a game changer for the young star? Is Eala the real deal, or is the hype too much too soon? What about Venus and her new doubles partnership with Serena? Can they bounce back from that first-round loss and make a serious run? And let's talk about the wedding drama. Was Alexis right to step in and defend Serena the way he did, or should he have let it go? I genuinely want to know what you think, so let's get a conversation going down below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the chaos, the emotion, and the excellence that is tennis in 2026, do me a huge favor and smash that like button. It genuinely helps the channel grow and reach more people who love this sport as much as we do. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We are coming for 5,000 subscribers next, and I want you on this journey with us. Every single one of you matters, and I'm grateful you're here. This is Champions Tennisics, your home for everything tennis, signing off. I'll see you in the next one. Stay passionate, stay informed, and most importantly, stay loving this beautiful game. Peace.
You know, the world thought Venus Williams' story was all about retirement. Then in 2025, she shocked everyone. She got married. Not to a tennis legend. Not to a billionaire.
Deserve what they want, hope they get what they want. I just want you. Have a couple kids.
So I'm from Compton, California, and I remember playing on these courts and, my life was great. I never felt like I needed anything.
To my feet, you got me, no. Anytime I see you, let me know. But the plan and see, just let me go. I'm on my knees when I'm begging, cause I don't wanna lose you.